he is the love of my life. And I have learned how to love. I've learned how to be a wife. I've learned how to be in love in this moment. There's just things that, and again, maybe it has to do with me going down this journey later on in life. I'm sure it has a lot to do with that and just having a bit more wisdom than I did before. But don't get it twisted, because love and in love are two different things. Okay, so I'm in love and love. You gotta be grown.
Shaunie Henderson, ex-wife of NBA player Shaquille O'Neal, released her memoir, Undefeated, May 7th of this year. Well, apparently she's receiving backlash for a statement. Looking back, I don't know that I was ever really in love with the man whom she married in 2002. Well, the next day, Shaq responded back on Instagram and said, I understand. I wouldn't have been in love with me either. Wishing you all the best. All love, Shaq. Well, Shaunie saw he responded back and tells people the excerpt was taken out of context. She explains, my book is my truth, and when I was talking to my friend yesterday, I was like, developing an opinion and a comment from content with no context will show you a lot of people's intelligence and unintelligence, right? There was no context to just that one quote that I said, and I think sadly people are taking my words out of context. I'm not a word girl, I'm a character girl, and since I left my marriage of Shaquille, my character has spoken for itself. But Shaunie, you didn't give further context. You never wrote down any more details, and so how would you expect your readers to take it? Especially your ex-husband. Now, men see things differently than women do. And so when a man hear, I was never in love with you, for them, it's like saying you never loved them. Let's just keep it a buck. Like, that's just how men see it. But while Shaq said he understood, many of his friends didn't. One of them being Kate Beckinsale, American actress from the film Underworld, wrote under his comment section, hey now, we all have a sociopathic ex. I got you. Want me to pull up and snatch a wig or two? I will. Love you, man. Now, I get it. Shaunie divorced Shaq because of his infidelity. I understand. I don't believe any woman should tolerate a cheating spouse. And fair enough, Shaq has owned up to that. He's owned up to his wrongdoing. But why are you still riding Shaq's coattail? Like, you were married to him for 7 years. You produced a television show called Basketball Wives through him, which gave you access to build a platform. And I can't forget to mention, even long after the two of you divorced, you kept his last name.
Are you gonna change your name?
Don't you dare.
My whole last name gonna change.
Oh, you dropping the O'Neal?
I'm dropping O'Neal.
No,
I've had O'Neal as my last name since 2003. And getting divorced with very small children, I kept it for the sake of my kids. Changing my name lets me start all over, and I feel like a whole new person.
My honest opinion, she could have left Shaq out of the book. And when you make a statement and it backfire on you, you say people were taking it out of context. Well, if your book is your truth, then own up to it. That's all we are saying. Like, just own up to what you said. Give more context on what you meant. Because right now it's looking pretty clear that you were just nothing more than a gold digger. Like, you weren't in love with him, but you loved his name and the benefits that came with carrying his last name. Then your kids have to hear it, and so I'm sure they like, well, mom, like, you never loved dad like that? And so for me, it's simple. Either you loved him or you never did. Either the mistake is on you for not giving better context, or, you need a better editor. Leave the past alone. If you are happily married, then leave the past where it's at, especially if you weren't going to explain or give further detail. Like, you still riding his coattail. But that's enough of my thoughts. Is she justified or not? Let me know in the comments below.